Welcome everyone to Pop-Up Pranayama half-hour class. We'll get going in about 2 or 3 minutes. So very easy class. We're just pretty much sitting in a chair. Some very easy light movement, mostly breath work, and we'll do some yogic chanting. So we'll see you real soon. Yellow.
Thank you for calling the San Francisco Marin Food Bank. My name is Kathy. How may I help you this afternoon? Okay. Oh, okay.
Hey, welcome everyone to Pop-Up Pranayama. I invite you to find a chair. You could also sit cross-legged on the floor or maybe on your heels. However you sit, feeling very grounded through your sits bones. From that grounding, feeling very light and long in your spine. I'll invite you to relax your shoulders long through all sides of your neck with a slight tuck of your chin as we start to bring our attention inward. I'll invite you to bring your hands to your heart. A light press of your thumb against your sternum as we line up each finger. And we're starting to bring our attention inward, just watching as it flows in and as our breath flows out. From this place of just observing your breath, we'll invite you to find a long, slow inhalation in, matched by a long, slow exhalation out. As you breathe in, I'll invite you to find a full body breath, bringing the air to the top of the chest, the base of the belly, filling up each side waist, filling up both front and back planes of your body. And as you exhale, I'll invite you to keep your belly soft and just let the air whoosh out. Now taking the tip of the tongue to the hard palate just behind the teeth, trying to keep that connection throughout the practice. keeping our jaws relaxed and connecting front and back planes of our bodies. And finally, with your lips closed, adding a slight smile to your face, opening up the front of your throat so your breath has lots of room to circulate, refresh, and revitalize. Keeping all this, I'll invite you to release prayer hands, bringing hands onto our thighs. Now let's work a very fun pranayama, the alternating nostril breath, Nadi Shoshona. So I'll invite you to take your right hand, and we can close off our left nostril with little finger and ring finger. We can close off the so left here and then right with the thumb. If that's too complicated, you could always just use the index finger and switch from side to side. So start by closing off the left nostril as we breathe in right.
This to my supervisor, and hopefully I can call you.
Closing right, breathing out left.
About when you can expect your delivery.
Breathing in left.
Market Oz missed delivery yesterday, and either
Closing left, breathing out right.
Food bank will call you back to let you know what to expect.
Breathing in right.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
Closing right, breathing out left. Breathing in left. Closing left, breathing out right. Breathing in right. Closing right, breathing out left. Breathing in left.
Yeah. So what I will do is
Closing
if
left,
you'd
breathing
like
out
me
right.
To instruct that they deliver on Saturday because
Breathing in
they
right.
have appointments tomorrow.
Closing right, breathing out left. Breathing in left. Closing left, breathing out right. Let's do one more time around, breathing in right. Closing right, breathing out left.
Yeah.
Breathing in left. Closing left, breathing out right.
I'm so sorry.
And then bringing both hands
I'm very
to our
sorry.
thighs for a long, smooth breath in. And a long, smooth breath out.
Yeah.
2 more times like this. Big breath in. Long, smooth breath out.
Of course.
1 more breath like this. Big breath in.
Yes.
Long, smooth breath out. From here in our chairs, let's find a twist to
I
each
understand.
side.
They're not
So I'll
supposed
invite you to
be-
bring hand to chair, hand finds a thigh. Let an inhale grow your spine tall. And then on your exhale, finding a twist any amount, either keeping your gaze forward, off to the side, over your back shoulder.
Yeah, I will let them.
As we hold for 2 to 3 breaths, with every inhale sitting up a little taller, with every exhale finding a little more twist. Working with the natural rhythm of our breath, working the shape from the inside out. Now letting an inhale bring you through center. We'll bring other hand on other side of chair. If you're working cross-legged on the floor, just finding the floor. Hand finds a thigh. Let an inhale grow your spine tall.
I will.
And then on the exhale, finding your twist. And again, finding a place to look, a drishti or eye focus that works for your body. This afternoon, either forward, off to the side, over that back shoulder. And you might change between the various focuses. But again, working the shape from the inside as you breathe in, sitting up a little taller.
Yeah, you know,
As you breathe out, finding a twist. Now letting an inhale bring you through center, palms on our thighs. So let's work another pranayama in before we move a little bit more. As we work a 3-part breath, I'll invite you to take 1 hand to the belly, 1 hand to the chest. And we have 3 zones here: belly hand, between the 2 hands, and chest or heart hand. Let's work a 3-part inhalation. I'll invite you to breathe into belly hand and pause. Breathing in between the 2 hands and pause. Breathing into heart hand and pause. And a long, smooth exhale out through the nose. 2 more like that. Breathing into belly hand. Breathing in between the 2 hands. Breathing into heart hand. And then a long, smooth exhale out. 1 more time. Breathing into belly hand. Breathing in between the two hands. Breathing into a heart hand. And then a long, smooth breath out. And then bringing both hands back to our thighs for a long, smooth breath in. And a long, smooth breath out. Now let's work a 3-part exhalation. I'll invite you to switch the hands, so other hand on heart, other hand on belly. We have our 3 zones, belly zone, between the hand zone, and heart or chest zone. Long, smooth inhalation in. And then I'll invite you to breathe out from heart or chest hand and pause. From between the two hands and pause. From belly hand and pause. A long, smooth inhalation in. Breathing out from heart hand and pause. Between the two hands and pause. Belly hand and pause. Long, smooth breath in. Breathing out from heart hand and pause. Between the two hands and pause. Belly hand and pause. And then a long, smooth breath in. 2 hands find our thighs for a long, smooth breath out. 2 more like that. A long, smooth breath in. Long, smooth breath out. 1 more time. Long, smooth breath in. Long, smooth breath out. From here, let's open up heart center as we find cactus arms. Spreading those fingers wide. As we hold this stretch, I'll invite you to bring the elbows back, the hands come with. I'll invite you to wiggle those fingers, just feeling a nice stretch across the front of the chest. Now as we hold this stretch, and let's hold this cactus arm shape, let's work with our shoulder blades, our scapula, as we rotate the shoulder blades up towards the ears, and then rotating the shoulder blades away from the ears to the center of back heart. And a few times, coordinated with the breath, we can rotate up, inhaling. Exhaling, rotating down. Let's do that a few more times. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. 2 more to go here. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. 1 more. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. And then bringing palms back onto our thighs for a long, smooth breath in. And a long, smooth breath out. 2 more times. Long, smooth breath in. Long, smooth breath out. Long, smooth breath in. Long, smooth breath out. Let's work with our wrists a little bit here as we find a clasp of the fingers, pressing the heels of the hands together, and then just circling our wrists. Keeping the breath easy. And then taking those wrist circles the other way. Now coming back center, let's switch the cross of the fingers as we walk the fingers one over. Let's connect the forearms and circling those wrists, keeping the forearms connected. Again, just easy, easy breath here. No particular pattern, just let it flow in and let it flow out, and then taking those circles the other way. And then back to center. Palms on our thighs. Smooth breath in. Long, smooth breath out. Breath in. And breath out. 1 more here. Long, smooth breath in. Long, smooth breath out. From here, let's find a side bend on our chair. As we ground down through a hand on side of chair, we lift other hand high. I'll invite you to lean onto that sits bone And then keep the hand where it is as you slide that sits bone back down. And then holding for 2 or 3 long, slow breaths as we breathe into those ribs. Now letting an inhale bring you through center. We'll ground down through other hand. We'll lift other hand high. We'll lean onto that side and then keep the hand where it is as we slide that far sits bone back down, and then holding for 2 or 3 long, slow breaths into your ribs. And then letting an inhale bring you through center. So let's work the bumblebee sound. So I'll invite you to bring your fingers to your ears. And we're going to plug our ears up, maybe not so much that you can't hear me anymore. We're going to close the eyes and we're going to buzz like bumblebees. Very relaxing thing to do, although it might look a little silly. You're at home, you're all by yourself, or maybe a friend or two around, maybe a family member or two. So, and you're watching this, so you've full acceptance to do this bumblebee. So we're going to close our ears. We'll tuck the chin just a little bit, and we're going to buzz like a bee. Removing fingers from ears, palms on our thighs for a long, smooth breath in. Long, smooth breath out. Let's work the bumblebee 2 more times. So closing the ears, tucking the chin ever so slightly, and we're going to buzz like a bee. Removing fingers from ears, palms on our thighs for a long, smooth breath in. And a long, smooth breath out. Let's do one more bumblebee here. As we close our ears, we tuck the chin and we buzz like a bee. Fingers from ears, palms on our thighs for a long, smooth breath in. And a long, smooth breath out. So now that we've introduced the notion of sound, let's work a series of sounds. And in yoga philosophy, there's a number of chakras. There's some discussion as to how many there are. The primary system that I found in many traditions is that there are 7 chakras working from the base of the pelvis all the way through to the crown of the head. Each chakra has an associated sound and chant, and I'll invite you to work up the spine, the various chakras, and then we'll come back down the spine. So palms on our thighs, sitting up straight and tall. I'll invite you to bring your mind to base chakra, the mula chakra, the root chakra, base of the pelvis, and its associated sound is lam. So it starts with an L, kind of an AH sound, depending on what region of the country you're from. So tucking the chin, softening or closing the eyes, and we'll chant that root sound, lam. Big breath in. Lam, 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 lam. Opening the eyes, lifting the chin for a long, smooth breath in. Long, smooth breath out. Our second chakra, moving up the spine, from the front side of the body, it's going to be below the navel, between the perineum and the navel. You might think of it as a ball of energy. You could also think the back side of that chakra, which is going to be somewhere just below the kidneys, and its associated sound is vam. So it starts with the V. And again, depending on what region of the country you're from, it might be AH or U or UA. But anyway, feel free to chant with me. So tucking the chin, softening the eyes. Big breath in. Vam, 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 vam. Lifting the chin, long, smooth breath in. Long, smooth breath out. Third chakra, our power chakra, somewhere around the xiphoid process, so between the navel and the heart. I think of the power chakra because it's a natural place our lungs go to as they expand downward. Its associated sound is Ram. It starts with an R. So palms on our thighs, long, smooth breath in. Ram, 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 ram. Lifting the chin for a long, smooth breath in. Long, smooth breath out. Moving towards fourth chakra, heart chakra. So those first three are sometimes called the lower three chakras. They have to do with our bodies. Now we're starting to move away from ourself into the community. So heart chakra has to do with our community, how we connect to other people. Its associated sound is Yam. It starts with a Y. So tucking the chin, long, smooth breath in. Yum, 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 yum. Lifting the chin, long, smooth breath in. Long, smooth breath out. Moving to fifth chakra, throat chakra. Lots of stuff going on here. One of my favorite chakras to play with as we lift and tuck the chin. In this analysis, let's say it's our communication chakra, which makes sense. Our tongue kind of ends at that point right there. Its associated sound is Hum. Starts with an H. So tucking the chin, long, smooth breath in. Hum, 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 hum. Lifting the chin, long, smooth breath in. Long, smooth breath out. Moving towards sixth chakra, the third eye. Somewhere between the two eyes, a little above and a little bit back. It's the center of where most of us think we live. There's like a little man in a cave up there. It's the center of our intuition. Most schools say that the sound here is going to be the sound of Om, which is a unifying sound for all those sounds. One school that I particularly like, because it's a little bit different, is this particular associated sound is Om. Which kind of makes sense. That little guy lives up here, I am, so Om. So when you're putting your mind in sixth chakra, third eye, tucking the chin ever so slightly, long, smooth breath in. Om, 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 om. And then lifting the chin for a long, smooth breath in. Long, smooth breath out. Seven chakras, crown of the head, crown chakra, our connection to the universe and everything that's bigger than ourselves, which is most of it. Traditionally, its associated sound is the sound of silence, so it's all the other sounds around us. In this particular tradition, for the purposes of this practice, we can use that Om sound. So we've joined in the symphony of the universe by producing the sound of Om. Om has three parts. There's the beginning of the word, its duration, the closing of the lips and the humming, almost like that bee breath, and then there's silence after that. So putting your mind in crown chakra, big breath in. smooth breath in. And then lifting the chin for a long, smooth breath in. Long, smooth breath out. So let's draw energy from the universe down through our spine into our seat. And we'll reverse the order. So we'll do 3 ohms. We'll come to 6, 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and root chakra. We'll move a little faster here. So long, smooth breath in. Now 6th chakra, 3rd eye. Fifth chakra, throat chakra. Hum 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 hum. Fourth chakra, heart chakra. Yum 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 yum. Third chakra, power chakra, the xiphoid process, maybe just a little bit below. Ram 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 ram. Second chakra starts with a V. You might think of your vigorous chakra, your Vim. Vam 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 vam. And finally back to root chakra, the base of the pelvis. Lam 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 lam. And then lifting the chin. Long, smooth breath in. Long, smooth breath out. 2 more like that. Long, smooth breath in. Long, smooth breath out. 1 more. Long, smooth breath in. Long, smooth breath out. Let's do 1 more movement exercise here. So I'm going to invite you to go nice and wide with your feet. And we can come to the elbows as we find a little bit of a forward fold. Or depending on how your back feels, maybe take it all the way down to the floor as we drape ourselves inside our legs. And then I'll invite you to breathe into back heart. So breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Let's do 1 more. Breath into back heart. Breath out. And I'll invite you to bring elbows back onto our thighs if you found that big forward fold. And then working neutral spine, back of the head in line with the sacrum as we hinge on up. Bringing our hands onto our knees. So let's end today's session, at least the breath part of it, with a little brief meditation with the Sitali breath. So if you can curl your tongue, awesome. If not, no worries. You'll just make an O with the mouth. And one of the few yoga breaths where we breathe in through the mouth. This is a cooling breath. So breathing in through the nose, breath in, breath out. Now we're going to take the Sitali breath. So curling the tongue if you can, otherwise just making an O with the lips as we breathe in. Now closing the lips, breathing out through the nose. Sitali breath in. Closing the lips, breathing out through the nose. So tally breath in. Closing the lips, breathing out through the nose. Now I'll invite you to soften your eyes as we sit tall, closing the eyes if you're comfortable with closing your eyes. And just taking a minute or two just to sit. Any thoughts that enter into your mind, just watching them like you might watch clouds in the sky. Still sitting, I'm going to grab my yoga bells. You guys stay just where you are. I'm going to ring these yoga bells 3 times. As you sit with your eyes soft or eyes closed, I'll let you hear the striking of the tone, the duration of the tone, its diminution, and then the silence thereafter. So it's almost like the Om sound, or it's very much like that Om. It's got 4 parts. Those of you that closed your eyes, I'll allow you to open your eyes as we sit tall. I'll allow you to bring your hands a little bit further onto the thighs, so capping the knees, and pulling back with those hands to ground those shoulder blades back and down as we sit up a little straighter, a little taller. I'll allow you to bring 5 fingers of one hand to the side of the chair or floor if you're working cross legs. Palm of the other hand faces the sky. So we're connecting to the ground, we're connecting to the sky. And ending our practice as we started, just watching as our breath flows in and out. From this place of breath awareness, I invite you to bring your hands to your hearts and bow as you thank yourselves for practicing yoga, and as we offer our practice out to each other and to the world. The light within me honors and respects the light within you, and in this light, we are one. Namaste. I'll thank you all for practicing with me this afternoon. Not sure what's going on with the live classes here in San Francisco, in California, all over. There's a lot of smoke. So generally we've been practicing outside to stay safe. Now I think we're going to bring it back inside for a bit. Good news. If we're all inside, we're probably less likely to spread the virus. So there's your silver lining. Anyway, I love practicing with everybody, either live or online. And we'll see everybody real soon. Feel free to comment. Feel free to share these yoga classes. They're always on my Facebook page, and I usually announce it either Sunday or on Monday. Thank you all so much.